music fans. Some of you might hate me for this. Some of you might love me for this. Most of you aren't gonna know what to think. I just got a story and I'ma tell it. Who am I, you ask? Ask yourself this. Yo, who's the man with the master plan? With talent that the world never knew could have so vast a span. Who raps, writes, records, engineers, makes his own beats and sings his fucking ass off? Ask my fans, they'll all tell you who. Yeah, but record company executives will never give his ass a chance. I'll give you a classic example of the way that it goes. Let me tell you about my interaction with strange and them folks. Yo, I sat with Tech on his tour bus. The two of us threw Welcome to the Show on, and halfway through the chorus of Joker's Pain, Corey the annoying tour manager with a superiority complex, and true to just to kick me off without a second thought, even though his fucking boss is the one who invited me onto it. Tech didn't say shit, but Strange's vice president Dave did. You need to build more. Hey bitch, fuck what you think. This is my show. What you think? The Maestro. What you think? This is my show. What you think? The Maestro. What you think? Yo, I worked a 12-hour shift, got off, flew to Phoenix, and drove another 9 hours to Santa Barbara to meet up with Tech at Dave Wanna's behest. And I'm here trying to impress some pussy tour manager flexing his penis. How the fuck would you feel if you put your last dollar bill in the gas tank of your truck and hauled ass for hours willing to bet? If you were chilling with Tech, he'd feel the skill and respect, but instead you kicked out and left pipe dreaming. See, the difference between me and these other motherfuckers is I ain't afraid of strange, and I'll declare publicly their kingpin can't fuck with me, and my success isn't contingent on his, Travis's, or Dave's puppetry. It ain't nothing against the man. Tech's legacy stands. I show respect when it's due, and unbegrudgingly, but don't fucking tell me I ain't a valid contender. I've been raw since cryptozoologists first discovered me. You see, rappers all want Tech spot. Well, guess what? Joker ain't a rapper, bitch. Slug me in the next slot. I'm bigger than the label with one actual artist surrounded by tax write-offs and talentless redundancy. You got your fans tricked, but I ain't buying that shit. Like all them garbage-ass B-list albums you keep publishing. You had your chance to pick up this up-and-comer. I tried to approach you all humbly, but now fuck what you think. This is my show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Look, you say this is my show. I can do what Tech can do. He can't do what I can do. I know exactly what the fuck he's doing. Shit. Yo, Tech, man, I know you're gonna hear this, bro. Just wanna let you know that I think I figured out what it takes to make it on Strange Music. Be the #1 independent rapper on the planet, you know? Like, I've been studying you, man, because, you know, I wanna be the best, and like, everybody says you're the best. So I'ma just take this last verse and, you know, share with the listeners about how Tech N9ne be ripping it. Now, allow me to break shit down. Let's rhyme. Tech N9ne, line shredder. Predictable patterning with a flattering and cat as a tighter. Then a couple of minute bars for AA stanza. The commands in advance of the bonanza. Then it all lands up on the same rhyme there. But he won't stop there. Take it to the A bar, like a nigga way. Then it goes in between everything that he says. What a great time setter. He might even switch it from 30 seconds subdivided to triplets and introduce harmony for the phylogeny, cause the ladies love it singing like rhyme letter. And it'll speed it up faster, but it doesn't really gotta make sense, cause the fans can't even understand what he's saying anyway. And they're willing to bet if they did, they laugh when the niggas say shit like dark and wicked. Autistic kids picking up frogs and crickets. Then it goes back to the line header. It's called completion, it's all cohesive. It's basic music theory, bitch, and it ain't that hard to teach. Listen, I ain't got nothing but love for the nigga, but he ain't governor of the shit, and I would love it, admit it, but I really can't in a good conscience, cause the fact of the matter is I'm better. And if you got a problem with it, you can kiss each cheek to the beat while you're nodding with it. Here we go, go. Look at the jester, go, go. Isn't on track like, oh, can he do that? Yeah, and I don't need y'all's permission. Listen, to all you up and coming rappers, I know it's tough, but if you know you don't, then you go after what you go. And don't let them tell you to go. Travis and Davis are hoes. So what we gon' say to one? Fuck what you think. That's part of the game, but I do have a problem with getting invited out to meet y'all and getting treated like shit. Well, I guess it's par for the course, isn't it? Yeah. Can't hotel rooms. Got your whole road crew taking sponge baths on the bus and shit. Saying they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars and breaking your top artists off with chump change. Why the fuck you think Cognito left? Why the fuck you think Cut left? Why the fuck you think Hobson turned your bitch ass down? Yeah, didn't think I knew about that shit, did you? He was smart enough to sniff out your little Tech N9ne pyramid scheme. Enticing these artists with a contract and a tour. Spending just enough money on them to get your books looking right and spitting them out the other side. Yo, this goes out to all you young rappers looking at strange music like that's the place to be. Like they're the boss and shit. Well, guess what? Strange music equals Tech N9ne music. Sign with them if you want a permanent cap on your career. You want Tech N9ne spot? Go out and get your own fans, get your own respect and build your own empire. And if anybody says you can't do it, just look them straight in the eye and tell them, fuck what you think.
The shit that Joker did is making me not want to have people get on the bus because I forgot which one of Strange Music called me and said some guy's coming down to see you and he wants to play you with shit, and I let the nigga on the bus, you know what I'm saying, like a nice guy, he was quiet, and he popped his music in and it sounded like he had, what I remember about it, it had good production, and I'm like, damn, he got good production, there's not no bunk shit, you know what I'm saying, but something happened to where my tour manager said something to him beforehand and he had to leave, or we had to go somewhere or something. They kicked him off the bus, and then I don't know what happened out there with them, but whatever it was, it caused him to be kicked off the premises. I don't know what the fuck the nigga did, but then in return, I get the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all I did was extend, you know what I mean? I remember that his stuff was so, like, impressive, like, for real, like, production-wise, I think he had lyrics too, if I remember correctly, that I listened to some more after the meet and greet. Like, oh, nigga dope, and I haven't listened to it since that
after
day.
he had left.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's all I remember about it. So when Travis asked me, he's like, man, don't respond to this Joker motherfucker. I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, what's he talking about? He said some guy that said you let him on the bus. I said that don't happen because we don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that don't happen. I didn't know he was talking about way back. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to it, I'm like, I'm smiling, I'm like, I know this nigga, man. He was the quiet guy, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of weird, like serial killerish, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at him like, this nigga's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that, but he was soft-spoken, da-da-da-da. I don't remember his voice being so, you know, I don't remember that about him. But what it's doing, man, is making me not want to see people like that again, and that's unfortunate because I'm a real guy. And I give the Joker this, man. He did that He's a Mental Giant style fucking good. You know what I'm saying? I laughed like a motherfucker when he said, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? he said, the nigga said, frogs and crickets. The nigga said frogs and crickets, like narcissists and shit. I'm like, you studied that motherfucking song to a fucking T. You did that shit good, you bitch ass nigga. That was pretty good. But I'm a real one, dude. I don't play that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't deserve anybody saying anything sideways.
Joker originally said that he was invited out to meet
Yeah,
you guys.
somebody said Tech. I don't know if it was Dave Weiner, I don't know if it was Corey, I don't know who it was, I don't know where it came from, but it came from our side. See this motherfucker. I ain't just about to let no nigga on the bus. Somebody said see him. So I saw him. I don't know who it was. It was a long time ago. It was in Santa Barbara. I remember that shit. Like, as I start listening to the story, I'm like, oh.
And was this 2008, 7, 9? No idea?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Something like that, I'm sure.
Sure.
But I remember his shit being good, and I remember it being super weird too. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he's going all the way out. You know what I'm saying? But nothing I would be interested in, but I can see that it had potential.
Okay. Now, the other one of the more important things regarding that I wanted to ask was he kind of threw out there near the end of this song, you know, that was why Cognito left, and everybody knows that, you know, Cognito is no longer with Strange Music.
Cognito's album, his deal was for one album only. It didn't work, so we didn't pick up the second one.
Okay.
That's simple.
Well, that was more of a segue to immediately after that. He said that's why Cut left.
No, Cut did not leave.
Cut is still
Cut is on his own tour. right now, and Cut will be back with us. Cut is working on his EP, he's working on his mixtape right now. And then after that, he will be working on his album, Four Strange Music, you know what I mean? He didn't have an album coming out at this time, you know what I'm sizzling, so we hooked him up another tour for himself that he's doing. And to my knowledge, my nigga is still with me. I talk to him every other week on this tour, and I say how the show's going, and he'll give me an update. Well, these are going down. We got 18 booked, and da-da-da-da-da. It was supposed to start in May, but now we got to push back because the promoters are saying they don't want it to clash with our shows. I'm like, that was the fucking shit at the beginning. We said 3 weeks apart. You just giving me updates. It's my brother. It's my little brother. For a motherfucker to say Cut left, that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because it starts rumors.
So was it completely unfounded, him just trying to stir up shit, or like, do you think he? I mean,
yes. I think you talking about Joker?
Yes.
I think he was hurt by what happened. I think he was hurt by whatever happened outside the bus without me.
Yeah.
And that he didn't get signed to Strange Music.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, don't sign to Strange Music unless you want to sign your death certificate or whatever, because ain't nobody listening to nothing but Tech. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fucking do what Tech do to get what Tech got. You know what I'm saying? And what I've done it with Tupac, I've done it with E40, I've done it with Ice Cube, I've done it with Scarface, I've done it with Eminem, I've done music with all these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I've toured with Jay-Z. I paid to be on that fucking tour, that Sprite Liquid Mix tour. You know what I'm saying? It's like I paid my dues, and it helped me. We went back to those places. You know what I'm saying? We went back to those places that we went. We just did, I think, I forgot, somewhere on the East Coast. Or we just did New York. When we did Jones Beach back then, I think we did, I forgot what it was called, but that shit helped us, man. You know what I'm saying? That we paid on that tour. Kevin Lyman them helped us and put us on that. I paid my dues, so in order for you to have what Tech have, you gotta do what Tech do. Niggas think just because technology is to where you can put it out on YouTube and have 1 million followers, you get a record deal. Yeah, good. It's wonderful. I love technology for making it easier for these little motherfuckers, but we work for this shit, nigga. You gotta work the same way. You ain't about to call me out and have me fucking call you out and we're gonna be rapping back and forth. I'm from the old school. When somebody say something disrespectful, I wanna smack their ass. You know what I'm saying? And being nice by letting the motherfucker up around me. So I really wanna smack Joker, but it ain't worth it because I know he don't mean no harm. Joker, I was actually impressed with his last verse, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did
the imitation of
Oh man, he did the imitation. And I said, just because you mastered my style on He's a Mental Giant, that does not give you the place to get up on the mic and say that you're better. It tickled me. It tickled me, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it is that right when I heard it, and Travis told me about it, he said, don't respond to that shit. So I was in a place where we were roaming. So before roaming on the phone,
yeah.
So when I listened to the song, I dug the last verse so much it made me laugh. And I was like, he said he's better because he can do everything I can do, but he only did He's a Mental Giant. He didn't do One Good Time. He didn't do Low. He didn't do fucking Cult Leader. He didn't do Can't Stand Me. You know what I'm saying?
Did one verse from one song.
You know what I'm saying? He did one verse. He didn't do everything I do. I'm three-dimensional. I'm the king of the clown energy. He just did one style. You know what I'm saying? He did it well. It was funny. And I just got on there. That's why I laughed after it. You're better. You know what I'm saying? Because it tickled me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know he's just hurt because the way the shit went down. He got a right to feel like that, but to me, he don't got a right to speak sideways of what he think about strange music and all that. All he did was tell them something real like, build your own empire. Do you get your own fans? Yeah, nigga, you too. Okay.